Territory. Australia is divided into 6 states and 2 mainland territories. The states are New South Wales, Queensland, South Australia, Tasmania, Victoria, and Western Australia. The 2 territories are the Northern Territory and the Australian Capital Territory. In addition, Christmas Island, the Cocos Island, Norfolk Island, and the island of the Great Barrier Reef, such as Hare Island or the McDonald Island, are also part of Australia. Finally, there are other parts of the planet that belong to this country, for example, a piece of Antarctica. History. Australian history began approximately 1500 years ago, so we know that it's a fairly new country. Even so, the first inhabitants of Australia were the Aborigines, and it is believed that they arrived more than 5,000 years ago. Wow! During the 17th century, Australia was known as New Holland until on January 26, 1770, James Cook, an explorer from the United Kingdom, arrived on the continent and claimed the territory as British. This date is concurrently known as Australia Days or Invasion Days, a day to reflect because currently the Australian Aborigines represent only 2% of the population. What a pity! Later, Australia was used as a penal colony from 1788 to 1868, and it is estimated that a total of 160,000 male and female prisoners arrived. Thus, the Aborigines were displaced by them and prevented from continuing their traditional lifestyle. In the year 1880, the cities of Melbourne and Sydney began to modernize, followed by other cities such as Gold Coast, Brisbane, and Perth. Finally, on January 1, 1901, the 6 states of Australia became a nation governed by a single constitution. Coin. The currency we use in Australia is Australian dollars and cents. This currency is used in all Australia states. Climate. In Australia, it is very hot, very cold, it rains and it snows. It is a country of 5 million square kilometers. In fact, it is almost as big as all of Europe. So, depending on the area you go to, further south or further north, you will enjoy a cold, Mediterranean or tropical climate. As in all the countries of the southern hemisphere, the seasons of the year in Australia are opposite to those of the northern hemisphere. December to February is summer, March to May is autumn, June to August is winter, and September to November is spring. For this reason, the northern states have warm weather most of the year, while the southern states have colder winters. Australia is one of the driest continents of Earth, but there are times of the year when it rains intensely. Vegetation. 91% of the Australian surface is covered by the country's own vegetation. Australians take great care of their flora and fauna, so we recommend that you follow their example when you come to Australia. Don't mistreat the plants. Fauna. Kangaroos and koalas are the most predominant and famous animals in Australia, and because it is an area with many beaches, there is also a presence of marine fauna such as sharks. Fun facts. In Australia there are about 5 million kangaroos. That's twice as many people. Well, yes, Australia population has just reached 25 million people. Should we eat more kangaroo in this country? Maybe yes, but it makes you sad. We prefer to go hiking and see them jump around us. The word "Oz" comes from the Australian pronunciation of the word Australia. When you sharpen